Good morning, afternoon, and evening, Starseeds. My name is Aquarius, and welcome to Starline Tarot. Now, to give you guys a bit more of an understanding of what we're trying to move for right now, this, first off, is a little bit more of a special episode because I'll be reading specifically for the new moon in Virgo that will be happening on the 23rd. With that being said, I do want you to know that this is a time for reset and renewal, especially since this is in a new moon. This is usually about planting seeds, and since we're in the sign of Virgo, we're also about resetting routines, habits, and systems. So just to give yourself a better, more like health, work on growth, and work on just your efficiency of life. Maybe things are a bit more slow because you just have so much going on around you. Maybe it's time to, declutter and things like that. We also come into a time of purification and healing. The Virgo energy also brings about this time where it's about, cleansing the body, the mind, and the spirit. This could be a really good time to start detoxing in some ways, cutting back on unhealthy habits for a little bit so you can give yourself, once again, that focusing on that self-care and health aspect. Sometimes we have our vices, but cutting back as well could also help, improve life. We did it to numb the pain, but now is the time to, start cutting back, start to refocus and realign before we start making those next steps. Also talking about Virgo, we also want to talk about the attention to detail, organization, and efficiency that, Virgo has. It asks us to be very practical about what we're looking for. Remember that it's about our daily actions and how those daily actions then bring out the long-term idea we have, the long-term vision, with on top of that, I do also want to bring up the service, the idea of Virgo being the type that is a very giving spirit. They are people who work for the people. They are the people who work on the ground. Once again, the virgin who is, sitting in the fields, taking care of the land below them, nurturing the ground below them. We speak a lot about Virgo, but Virgos are very efficiency-based people. They are very what is the best way of bringing everything together? They're very routine set people. You also have to remember they're very devoted people as well, and but they're also very human. So not saying that anyone's more human than the other, but they definitely emphasize those more. They're very humbled people in some sense. They're very humbled when it comes to people's work and their work ethic in some ways. Now, just remember as well that it's not only about self-improving, but also improving for the collective space that you're also a part of. And that's what it's all about. We want to be able to bring, we work on ourselves so we can bring the collective together. And once we bring the collective together, we stop focusing so much on we focus less on how much the world is hurting and how much the world is turning, and start focusing on how we can make things better. Start focusing on how we can make our daily lives better for ourselves so that we can not just, keep things working for our own well-being, but also know that that level of care for yourself is encouraging others to do the same. With that being said, let's get on to the reading. I've been talking a lot. I did want to talk about the energy and get into that because, this, once again, this is a very special reading for this. And, just as a little reminder, You know, check out how you take care of yourself every day. You know, how did you get up today? How did you take care of yourself today? Was it a daily routine? Were you a little lazy? You know, be conscious of how that happens, because sometimes people aren't. Sometimes people just live life day to day and just walk along, not knowing how they're waking up, clothing, taking care of themselves, any of it. But yeah, let's get into the reading. Oh, leave a like, follow, subscribe, whatever works for you. Leave a comment. Cool. But other than that, oh, Five of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Oh. And the Princess of Discs. Princess of Discs is the page of coins. Just to let you know, just give you that translation. So it could be feeling very small and could be feeling very very small in funds in the material world, or feeling like less. Those sort of energies. This is very small, either immature or small. You know, however you want to take it. But first things first, we start with the Nine of Wands. So with the Nine of Wands here, we're already standing in this guarded defensive position after being hurt. We then, with the Eight of Swords, we have this energy of, once again, of self-restraint. Like you're hurting and you're in this defensive position, and because of that, you are now sitting here with this, I guess you could say, because I'm so wounded, I have to hold myself back. And you holding yourself back is now gag and bounding you. You're doing too much. And it's because that you are trying to understand what equal give and take is right here. So now we stand with the moon, having it where these energies are now starting to become this more want to say trying to avoid the illusions of everything, trying not to allow the, I guess I want to more say the, just recognizing the path you have in front of you and not getting wound up on picking a certain destination. That the middle road is the best. And having a balance on both sides is what's going to give you that peace you're looking for here, to give you the healing space you need. Because in the recent past, either this was a Queen of Cups, having it where the Queen of Cups is this energy of nurturing energy, or like maybe this was a person close to you, of course, or maybe this was you being that Queen of Cups energy, and because you were in that energy, you've been doing it for so long that now you're kind of in this tired state. I could definitely see either tired or just worn out, or taking like a mortal wound and trying to learn how to stand up again. Yeah, because now here in the near future is you trying to step into this forward step of, well, what's next for me? Because here's the thing, she's already in this position of getting up, so clearly you needing to go through all the steps to be standing where you are. And maybe it was because of whatever Queen of Cups energy was here, but now you're just starting to move forward in a different way. Now you're starting to become transparent again. But here in the U setting, in the U position, is the, oh, hold up. But here in the U position is the Nine of Cups. So clearly you're in this wish fulfillment energy. It's like you took a mortal wound, but now you're starting to gain this new sense of self. You feel like you've taken like a very like, once again, I'd like to say mortal wound, and now are trying to propel yourself, recognizing what you do have and being comfortable with that. And that's probably why I saw that. That's probably why I was, when I was shuffling, I saw the Five of Swords and the Princess of Discs, because maybe you are in a more financial small, like in a more financially small position. And here, with the Star, we have the, basically the idea of the external forces telling you to now heal from this. It's now trying to tell you how to guide, to use these cups that you've been given, the wish fulfillment that you've asked for, after taking the blow of the past, and now learning how to stand on your own 2 feet. You know, they're looking at you and they're like, you're holding yourself back from expanding. You're holding yourself back from being the best that you can be. It's time to recognize the fact that you have what you have it all. It's time to now show that you have it all, and it's now time for you to propel yourself. And here with the Hierophant, either this is higher learning or hopes and fears of court cases. The Hierophant, if I remember, is also, give me 1 second. Oh, what the? But it's definitely this energy of you more, I more say that it's about you transmuting this energy so that you can stand at a more higher place. This hope is that maybe that you're looking for a more solidified position in like more legal matters. Or this could also be you being a higher teacher. I either get teacher, or usually a Hierophant is teacher or the courts. So take it as it resonates. I don't know if there was possibly a divorce of some sort, or maybe you and this person, because there was a Queen of Cups in the past. I want to bring that back. I don't know if there was a divorce, or there's a fear for a divorce or anything like that. I'm just knowing that the Hierophant is in the hopes and fears position. So this could be you either stepping up into being more of a teacher and guiding others as you are going through this new step forward, or this could be a moment where the fear is, you know, the separation may involve, you know, such things. But here with the outcome card, we do have reunion with the Three of Cups. So yeah, it definitely becomes this energy of people coming together. Whatever this new step forward is for you in the near future, please know that, once again, since we are in the new moon in Virgo, take your time. Don't be afraid to be more meticulous about how you handle yourself and what those next first steps look like, so that you can be able to perform at your best. But let me look into okay. Let me look into oh sorry. I want to shuffle before I start pulling cards just in case. Shuffled them beforehand, but yeah. Can never be too safe. Oh. King of Cups. Okay. Interesting. And the only reason I say interesting is because the King of Cups, we have a Queen of Cups here, so the King of Cups would have been a mutual pairing. So, just curious. Sometimes Spirit likes to give you things. Three of Rods. So we're already in this energy of you basically coming into this like, okay, I have a direction. I'm hurt. I'm feeling a certain kind of way. I don't feel the best. I feel very slow. I'm the wounded warrior right now. But I'm standing and I can still move forward. And I gotta make sure I know what next steps I gotta be here. And the reason why you're self-restraining is because you're in hermit energy. Because you're working on yourself. You're working on the inner light. Now you're working on your own little journey to be sure that you're taking this next enlightened step forward. Because the hermit is the fool in a more mature position of you knowing how to guide yourself a bit better. And once again, we have here with the moon, the equal give and take on top with the with the six of discs, learning equal give and take. Once again, just learning how to balance that for yourself with the moon there. Don't be, don't sway one way or another. Be sure you know which way you want to go here. Make sure you know how meticulous. Know that you need to make sure you balance yourself and not be so hypercritical on people, but at the same time still keep a very open and generous hand, because you can never know what other people may need, could help with. And that's what it is. And they want you to balance this because now here with the moon, we have the Magician. Because the idea here is that you do have intuition, you can manifest, you are the magician, you are someone who can have the ability to create things as you're moving forward. And having this be the reason of the reading, going into the recent past, the Queen of Cups, there was a King of Rods here. So once again, there may have been this idea of you either becoming this either you transmuting yourself into this person, or this Queen of Cups may have been with a King of Rods, and this could have been why there was the separation needed to be. Once again, bringing it back to the Hierophant we had earlier. But other than that, going here to the next card. Yeah, the new moving forward heartbreak. Yeah, the Three of Swords. So this is once again the idea of you moving forward was because of a deep regret. And now because of this because now that you're needing to transmute this energy, you're now being called to do something different. Yeah, because you feel like something was stolen from you. You feel like someone took advantage of you, or you feel as if you just feel like someone took your wish fulfillment from you. You feel like people stole from you. And because you're sitting with this energy, it's debilitating you. Because now you're trying to look inward and be like, okay, well, I don't know. The only thing I can do is guide myself at this point. And Spirit's telling you to rest. Spirit is telling you that now is not a time for you to start shooting yourself forward. Now is not a time for you to start trying to go for the next best thing. Right now is a time for you to recollect, de-stress, time to reassess yourself. So for when we start to take the next steps forward, it's a full step. And here, with the king, with the Page of Cups, we have the energy of, on top of the Hierophant, I either get that maybe this legal thing may be with a kid, with the Page of Cups, or this could be the fact that you may be elevating, but right now you may feel like, I don't know what you're talking about, this elevation that I'm trying to do or whatever, but I don't feel like I'm elevating nowhere. Could be for, those people as well, where, you feel like, I mean, sure, I might be enlightened and I may have some ideas of how I could do things better, but how does that exactly help me? And so, and the thing is that what's going to start bringing people together is the truth. The truth is what's going to bring people together. The truth is what's going to have people find that sense of togetherness, to be able to clink glasses again, to drink, to be able to find that sense of fun and enjoyment. Because at the end of the day, only the truth, like literally the truth sets you free. Can't be said better than that. And knowing the truth and knowing how to stand tall for yourself and knowing how to, live for yourself, it changes you. Standing for yourself and yourself alone. It makes you feel so much better. But, let's see here. Since we're talking about self-care so much, let's see what the self-care deck has to say. I might use one of Nubia's cards. And that super attractor deck looking kind of nice right now. Since this is the new moon, I don't mind going all out for it. Might as well do the whole shebang. All right, Spirit says, watch a movie. Me personally, I've been watching a lot of TV shows with the family. It's been nice being able just to kind of sit down and kind of enjoy everyone's time together. Getting to watch, the little things. You never know how much you enjoy those. You never really know how much you enjoy it until it's you stop doing it for a little bit. And you gotta come back and you're like, oh my god. This was hella fun. Alright. Before I use these ones, I'll use these last. So I want to use these super attractor. Okay. I'm just curious. I like these cards. I thought they were super neat. Oh, one came out on its own. When I merge my desire with faith, I take action from a place of peace rather than control. Now let's read what the self-care deck has to say about this. We're on 54. Mantra, I am worthy of relaxing. Wow, we literally just talked about relaxing. Movies are a beautiful way to escape into fantasy, slip into another culture, or try on a different point of view. They can be the perfect indulgence when need to time out a perspective shift. When you need a timeout, a perspective shift, there was a comma, a big belly laugh, or a good cry. Plan a night to watch a movie by yourself and journal how it makes you feel. Treat yourself to a solo date, night at the movie theater. You're worth it. Organize a themed movie night with a loved one or group and step out of reality into a story together. Journal prompt. What is your favorite movie from childhood? And how does it make you feel? And with that being said, let's see. Let's do the build your own magic. Oh, never mind. Oh, escapist, come home to yourself. Wow. Okay, let's see what this has to say. These are mermaid cards? Yep, these are the mermaid cards. Escapist, come home to yourself. Everyone wants to escape their lives occasionally. Some of us like to binge watch shows. Some of us like to listen to music. Some of us like to read. And some of us like to leave it all behind and go on vacation. All of it is totally healthy. Our lives can get incredibly stressful. However, too much escapism can mean that you're not confronting a big problem, which isn't healthy for you. Face it head on and let the pieces fall wherever they may. So basically it's like, yeah, relax and enjoy yourself, but don't get lost in it. And you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna use this thing called the Cosmic Oracles. I thought these were so cool when I looked at them. Had these cards for a while, but thought using them would be super dope. Spirit says, hope. Interesting. Okay. So what does this say about hope? Alright, I found it. Hope. Behind the passing dark clouds, the sun still shines bright. Nari. Feeling overwhelmed, disconnected, afraid, and defeated are a few of the symptoms you can experience when passing through an emotional storm. All is not as it seems. The passing storm will uncover suppressed emotional energy that is in need of clearing and balancing. As challenging as it may seem, see the passing gray clouds as an opportunity to grow, learn, heal, and transform limiting behavioral patterns and beliefs. It is not about staying positive through the storm. It's about understanding and truly seeing the imbalances and wounds within you that attract this energy to your space. Clouds do pass. Oh my god, I cannot read today. Clouds do pass and will continue to pass until you learn to truly see the underlying message and lesson. Only then will you transcend the fear of irritability of these challenging cycles. Once you are able to understand your magnetic connection to challenges that surround you and heal those imbalances with love, storms will cease to affect you as they once did. For now, there is stillness, and hope is knowing that the sun will still shines bright behind the passing dark clouds. It is then, through this renewed clarity, inner knowing, and strength, that you will be able to manifest a life of choice. For no more will you pass storms as a destructive force to be reckoned with, but rather an opportunity to evolve to higher states of consciousness and understanding. It is through this act alone that you are reborn to a world of wondrous manifestations and fulfilled dreams. Prayer. Holy Spirit, please guide me to please guide me to see the situation with deep clarity, love, and understanding. Associated chakra is sacral, which is the love, which is where your pelvis is, I believe. It's like in that area, like right above your pelvis. That is where your sacral lies. And then right above that is your solar. But yeah, besides that, that should be everything. Thank you so... Oh, wait. No, I wanted to do one more. I remembered. Wanted to do one more. Oh. I'm dropping them. I guess I'll take them. I am willing to let my life explode with greatness. Give you an idea what it looks like. You have unlimited potential to attract all the goodies you've ever dreamed of into your life. The opportunity is so big it's scary. Our powers are beyond our comprehension, so we create securities, blocks, and obstacles to give us a greater sense of control. Every limitation you experience is there because you allow it to exist. There is a comfort in pushing yourself to all you can. Everything you've ever wanted also wants you. Will you allow the meeting of the magic? As our friend Sarah Sedelman always asks, how good are you? How good are you willing to let it get? As our friend Sarah Delman always asks, how good are you willing to get? But yeah, that's the reading. It's a pretty long one. But I wanted to, give it everything for this one since it was a special day. Since it's the new moon, it's always about giving the best messages, about giving people the best messages to propel themselves, to be able to be the most authentic version of themselves, and be okay with that. Overall, this reading was definitely about resting and renewal, but not allowing yourself to fall into this trap of just becoming lazy. Allow Virgo to be the anchor you need right now to be more meticulous about how that rest looks like. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you really looking after yourself? Or are you just doing things to be doing things? So be very vigilant, be very careful, and be understanding, and be humble for yourself. Allow this Virgo energy to definitely center you, to hunker you down, because this is earth energy. This is very earthly energy. This is very of the realm of the 3D. And since the moon is in this sign, let's be more grounded in our thinking. Let's be more aware of the material plane, and let's start preparing ourselves to what's to come. Because if I'm correct, I think the next sign after Virgo is Scorpio. Could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Scorpio. But we'll see how that goes. Totally not. I'm gonna fact check myself real quick. I swear I know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to tell people the wrong things. You're a tarot reader. How do you not know all of this like the back of your hand? I do, but at the same time, I be getting things wrong. I'm still human. That's Libra. Ha! See, and then I would have been wrong, and then everyone would have been like, actually, it's Libra. It's Libra, then Scorpio. But once again, thank you for your time here. I appreciate your patience, of course, as I had to be sure, because I was like, that feels wrong. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this new moon in Virgo, and once again, stay humble and stay sweet, my star seeds. I'll see you guys later.